Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden episode 197. What happened last time?
Last time we accidentally watched a filler episode.
They don't know that.
But the last time before that...
They didn't need to know that. I didn't check the filler list, and we watched the Iruka episode about him
ignoring Naruto.
Didn't need to know that.
But the time before that, in the actual story, Naruto, everyone loved Naruto. Naruto's a hero now, but the village is still completely destroyed, although everyone was brought back to life, and we're just gonna ignore the fact that people may have been trapped underneath the rubble and are probably just dying again under there.
I mean, Katsuyu's there. They can sense like people's chakra and stuff,
true.
right? Naruto
That's
could
true.
sense people's chakra. He's got Sage mode. He could figure that out.
Okay, well,
there are ways. You could find a way out of it.
Okay, anyway.
All right, don't be such a stickler for the details.
We're going to see what happens next.
Let's go.
Are we back in Orochimaru's lair?
Flashback. Maybe? Or maybe they're still looking for Kabuto?
I'm certain.
Oh, this is...
It's Orochimaru's.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they were on their own mission.
Yamato just left, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They're with us.
Yeah, that's Laura Bailey. That's...
With an order from the village. Sai will return home. We are here to assist you with that.
You can give me information, too. Yamato rushed back in the middle of a mission, so what's happened?
Akatsuki mounted an attack on the Hidden Leaf village. It's destroyed, and many injured. And Lady Tsunade is in a coma.
What did you say?
And now, Lord Danzo has taken over as Hokage.
Are you joking?
Everything happened so
Go back and kick his
I'll
ass.
give you all the details later on, Captain.
You're telling me they just let the guy who was being a fucking weasel and like sneaking around and avoiding the entire battle, they just let him just come in there and do whatever he wants?
He's now Hokage.
Sai better take him out. You know all about him, Sai.
But there are times when a man who moves in the shadows must step out into the light.
Fuck off.
That time is now. I hope that I can count on your continued loyalty.
I hope not. You guys better betray him or else I'm gonna be mad.
Let me get your opinion. Do I sound evil enough? Oh! This is a good one. Such a good song.
That's nice. What a wholesome thing.
The animation's so good too. And the spiral.
Yeah.
It's like Toby's mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole OP. Isn't that
Nice.
so fucking
That was
genius?
really good. That was really good.
It's really like, it's top tier, but like, I feel like people undervalue how great that was.
There are a ton of really pretty girls in the Hidden Leaf village. And what if all those beautiful women totally come after me? I'm trying to figure out what I do.
Oh, yeah, I see. Why not just date all I'm saying? A ladies' man, left and right, up and down.
Yeah. When it's time to leave the Hidden Leaf, what if they tell me they love me and can't bear to be separated from me? What am I gonna do when that happens?
Low-key, two girls we've seen from the three girls we've seen from the Land of Lightning are so far way hotter than like all of the Leaf girls.
Come to think of it, Karui, maybe some handsome guy with
I guess
a
four, then.
looking face will hit on you.
Just say handsome guy! But you know, handsome, rich, famous ninja smitten with me, that wouldn't be very far-fetched at all.
Handsome, rich, famous.
You're thinking
Is there
that.
anyone else that matches that description other than Kakashi? Is Kakashi rich? No.
That's enough. Out of you, idiot!
His spine? Did you see that?
What are you doing? What if that stone hits a boulder and smashes it into pieces? Those pieces just go
Just goes on, like, every time he thinks of anything, goes down the
Overthinking.
rabbit hole of it for so long.
You're the one who's thinking too much, you idiot!
I like them.
Oh
Oh
my
my god.
No way.
I was wondering why you weren't returning my calls.
It was just a little rock.
Oh, Carly,
Oh.
what have you done this time?
There's no way. Come on, let's find someone.
Hey, you! Who are you?
I'm a messenger from our leader, the Raikage.
We knew this would happen. They're capitalizing on our weakness.
Oh my god.
You just start fighting.
I was surprised not to run into any hidden leaf lookout. What happened?
It was the Akatsuki. Precautions are being taken and security will be tightened shortly.
In any case, I need to arrange an audience.
They're really funny.
Is something wrong? What's that? The Hokage's comatose? Yes, but I'm her aide, so I can simply.
You're just gonna let foreign soldiers into the tent where the Hokage is like
If it's uncertain when she'll regain consciousness,
unconscious?
acting Hokage will do. I'd like to have the letter read and replied to. The Raikage cannot wait. Yes, but
That
Whoa.
woman there is no longer the Hokage.
Oh, shut up.
I recently appointed the 6th Hokage.
By who?
Now hand that
By
over to me
who?
and answer it.
Donzo, you just walked out of your shelter where you'd been, like, hiding away, keeping all safe. You just strolled out and were like, oh, Tsunade is injured? Well,
Or doesn't he?
my time has come. Long letter.
Sasuke, So, it has come to this.
sir, your response?
There they are. Hey!
Hiba, what's wrong?
Listen up and just stay calm. Lady Tsunade's been relieved of her title. The 6th Hokage is somebody named Danzo. I don't know much, but I think he's some behind-the-scenes guy.
Did you say Danzo? Danzo.
This can't be good. Declared Sasuke a rogue ninja and approved his elimination.
I mean, can't really blame him for that one.
Mean by that?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I heard.
It means they
Kiba, how dare you say something like that?
It's not unreasonable.
Kakashi.
Sasuke is a rogue shinobi. Standard operating procedure is to erase it. It's only because of Lady Tsunade that he's been allowed to live this long.
Well then, I'm going to talk to Danzo.
Sakura, wait. Barging into his office won't solve anything.
Here they do this when Lady Tsunade's unconscious. And I'm going with you too.
Calm down, both of you. At a time like this, staying calm is crucial, or everything will get out of hand.
And how are we supposed to stay calm? I won't let them go after Sasuke!
I said wait. Danzo has already anticipated your exact reaction, so you go see him. Then what?
He'll just capture you and won't let you do anything.
Do you really believe that he'll agree with whatever you have to say? No way. It may be just the feudal lord's appointment without the Jonin Assembly's vote of confidence yet. But Danzo is Hokage. You play this wrong. You'll be thrown in prison.
Jonin Assembly.
I don't care!
I don't think we'd ever heard of that before.
Yeah, me too.
They haven't referred to it as that, as far as I'm aware.
Naruto, Danzo would like nothing better than to confine you to this village. Really want to be locked up in jail? Because that's exactly what he wants. Then you won't be able to go look for Sasuke. Don't make a scene right now.
You wanted to see me?
Observe Naruto. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it to me immediately.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, Naruto. What do you plan to do with him?
Don't worry. Naruto is the village's hero right now. All of the villagers trust and love him. Even more than they do me, the 6th Hokage.
Because he did something.
Now, it would affect my new position. This is a crucial time, right before the Jonin's vote of confidence. Still,
Kono Danzo da!
it is the Hokage's job to watch over him. I will not be lenient as Tsunade was.
I understand, sir.
Very well. Dismissed.
I just hate him so much. I hate him more than I've ever hated any villain.
Sai! Hey, we were just looking for you. Yeah, we really gotta talk to you.
What is it?
Please, tell us what you know about Danzo. Sai!
No, I can't.
What? Why not? No way. Then you're back on his side?
No, it's nothing like that. Speak about Lord Danzo is a physical impossibility for me. Because of this.
Is that a curse mark?
Yes, it is. A jutsu cast by Lord Danzo himself. If I try to talk about him, my body becomes completely paralyzed, unable to speak or move. And the foundation, every member.
Can you write about him?
Cautious man.
Can you think about him?
The foundation work in espionage. They've done lots of dirty work to protect the leaf.
I can't talk about Danzo, but I can talk about everything surrounding it in this.
His methods may be heavy-handed, but he cares deeply about the village, like you.
But if that's true, then why did he overturn Lady Tsunari's decision about Sasuke?
If that's true, then why was he hiding out instead of protecting the village?
What? Really? He didn't mention that Sasuke...
Go on. Keep talking. Tell us all about this Sasuke. You guys seem to be such good friends with him.
Oh my god, Naruto!
Badass. These guys just are foreign ninja, by the way, drawing weapons in another person's village. This is fair game. Sakura, what the fuck?
Okay. They're from the hidden cloud. You can tell by their headbands.
Why are they here?
You guys what?
We just overheard the three of you talking about Sasuke Uchiha. We want to know about it.
What does all of this have to do with you Cloud Ninja anyway?
A whole lot. Because Sasuke Uchiha of the League assaulted the Hidden Cloud Village.
You heard him, your rogue shinobi. Kidnapped our beloved master. We don't even know if he's dead or alive. That's a lie. Sasuke. Why would he ever do something like that?
How the hell did he...
But Sasuke would never do something bad.
Akatsuki? What are you talking about? Of course Sasuke is a member of the Akatsuki.
It's because you let your rogue ninja run loose that Lord Raikage dispatched us here.
Sasuke kidnapped their master?
We will avenge our master.
We're going to take down Sasuke. Sasuke. Could you do something like that? What's happened to you?
Don't like that at all.
Hey, Sasuke.
Oh shit.
So what do you want from me? Team Taka left the Akatsuki a long time ago. We have no further business with
Like
you.
2 days ago?
I warned you that you would die if you betrayed the Akatsuki.
What are you talking
The hunt for the tailed beast. That was a substitution. In short, you blundered. It seems the Eight Tails pulled a fast one on you.
It must have been when I sliced off the tail.
Transferred himself into that part.
Nice.
Like another series we know of.
So what do you want us to do about it?
You will complete the job you were assigned when you were with the Akatsuki. Having said that, you can forget about me. I
Like
decided
Jugo.
to have you carry out a different mission.
And what if we decline?
Then we'll find it out right here, and you won't be able to go.
We'll push through.
Yeah, okay, Sasuke.
Really?
It's a little too late to go to the Hidden Leaf anyway.
Passed right through it, just like before.
Oh, he's gonna tell him.
What's he gonna do?
Your objective seems so futile now.
He's gonna tell him about the
Sad,
village.
baby.
And what does that mean?
The village hidden in the leaves is no more.
A little late on the draw there, big man.
What is that?
Relax. He's an associate of mine.
What is that?
So, who's the new Hokage?
It's that fellow Danzo. Danzo. He's Hokage now?
Even more of a reason.
Yeah.
High-ranking elders of the Leaf Village who backed your brother into a corner. That's the man who's become the new Hokage.
Just what the hell happened in the Hidden Leaf Village?
My subordinate, Pain, destroyed it. And thanks to both you and Pain showing up, it seems that the five Kage are going to take action.
The five Kage.
They're convening a summit conference.
Allow me. I'll explain it all.
Well,
Now tell us
shit's real
everything
heating
you know
up.
about Sasuke. And I don't mean just his ninjutsu style and his ability, but also any data that you've collected about his companions and the Akatsuki, and information about their past activities too.
we are not at liberty to disseminate information to rival villages.
It can't be true.
It's the first, like, evil thing Sasuke's actually done.
Yeah.
Other than, like,
But tears won't bring back
tacitly
or Lady Yugito.
allow Orochimaru to
You have time to
test
tell us about Sasuke.
horrible jutsu on people.
Please hold on for just a minute. When the order to take down Sasuke was approved, the intel that the Leaf has on him should have been handed over to you and your people. Leave these two alone. It's not necessary to pressure them.
Yeah, I know. You're right. And our captain is busy waiting for the data right now.
We can't sit and do nothing. Not when our master's gone. We don't even know what happened to him.
Avenge pervy sage. I can't just sit around here doing nothing.
But
New track?
outsiders
Question
like
mark?
you guys probably have no idea what we're going through right now.
Is your master a Jinchuriki?
How did you know that?
The Akatsuki are hunting all of us, so I'm not just an outsider. The Akatsuki always capture a Jinchuriki alive, and that means your master may still be alive right now.
What?
Are you serious? Forget Sasuke. You need to go rescue your master first.
You sure about this? Like, really, really sure?
I told you, didn't I? No way our master would die as easily as that. Tell you what, I'll come along and do what I can to help you rescue him. That's all that I've got on the Akatsuki. Hey, you know what there, Blondie? You're pretty sharp. Come along with us and tell us all about Sasuke. Naruto. Just let me handle this. Sakura. So, kid, what's your name? Naruto Uzumaki.
I don't remember this one at all. I know the song.
Kind of a cool style.
What do you think of that episode? The sixth Hokage, Danzo.
I was hoping there would be, like, we would see, like, the sort of the middle part there of Danzo, like how did he just, like, did no one notice that he wasn't there the entire time and was just in his secret hideout, not helping or doing anything the entire time?
You don't live that long in this ninja world without either being incredibly strong or incredibly crafty in some way. So, no, apparently not. He clearly is just the first one. It seems like to me, and I don't know if you're getting this vibe too, and I've seen the show, just checking in on that one, so I know, but like, I'm just getting the vibe watching this again that, like, it seems like all that happened was he came out and then started calling himself the sixth Hokage, and then everyone else was like, I mean, I get, like, he's, like, the highest ranking guy, I guess.
I guess the thing is everyone else who's actually, like, competent is probably actually doing shit that matters.
Yeah, like,
Meanwhile,
Naruto, Sakura, and... Go ahead, sorry, finish.
Like, here's the thing, like they said, they haven't had the Jonin Council or whatever.
They give their, like, seal of approval.
Mm-hmm. They haven't had that yet, probably because the village is completely destroyed and they're actually, like, you know, being productive rather than just coming out perfectly unscathed from this fight and saying, oh yeah, I'm the Hokage. Like, I feel like the only person who would make it a priority to challenge him would be Tsunade. Like, regardless of, like, the positioning or, like, if she was still fit to be Hokage, like, she would, like, just see him as a threat that she could challenge because she, like, has enough power, but, like, everyone else is just too busy doing actually important stuff.
Actually helping the fucking village.
Meanwhile, Danzo is just, like, rolling out. He literally is such a scumbag. I hate him so much. The fight is going on. The village is getting destroyed. Danzo kills the messenger. that could have saved the village before it got destroyed. Like, if Naruto had gotten there earlier,
He possibly
could have, like, it could have just been the same outcome, but the village might have not been completely destroyed, or maybe it wouldn't have worked out because if the village wasn't destroyed, Pain wouldn't have believed Naruto that he, like, knew the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think it was necessary, but just from a practical perspective,
based on, but like not
Danzo
knowing,
doesn't
not
know
knowing.
that.
Like, it's in hindsight, yeah, sure. But in terms of what the actions that Danzo took, he actively tried to destroy the village.
And I mean,
or to allow it to happen. And he could have done something.
Nagato's secret ability to bring people back to life was
Rebirth.
completely like that's like some magic shit. That's like
Yeah,
no
that's
one
like-
would have known about that. That wasn't
That's not
calculated
just
into
jutsu.
Naruto's
That's
plan.
like godly level ability that like only the
yeah.
Rinnegan can do.
So what I'm saying is even Naruto didn't know that was possible. So like, you know, even it might have not turned out so well, and it would have all been Danzo's. It would have 100% been Danzo's fault.
But nobody knows that.
No one knows that. But what I'm saying is, I hate him because he did that, and then went and hid in a place where he would be safe.
It's like minor Game of Thrones
And then-
spoilers. Go ahead.
And then he took all of like some of the most competent ninja in the village and demanded that they also stay there with him. And then after everything came out, and luckily all the people who died got brought back to life, but he didn't fucking know that. He was expecting a ton of people to die, and then for him just to stroll out and take power, which he did. And it's just like, you should not be in charge if you value yourself so highly above every other every other person could have died and he would have been fine with it as long as he had control after it was all done.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, that's just, and obviously like other people don't know that. I wonder if it will ever get like revealed that he, you know,
I mean, we learned about the curse mark on Sai and every member of the Foundation,
I know,
so
but
everyone who possibly could say something literally can't.
I know, but I mean, like, other people might have noticed that none of those people in the Foundation were there, like, months down the line as they're, like, you know, starting to think about things rather than just being overwhelmed with all the stuff that's happening. Like, if you sit down and think, like, oh, it's funny that, like, none of our, like, elite Foundation members of the Black Ops were even there, like, the entire time, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. People get mad at me for hating villains, but I think Danzo is just purely evil. Like, he's evil in such a realistic way. Like, there are people like him.
You don't need to feel bad. Like, you don't need to feel worried about people's reaction to this, because I know there is a small faction of people who, like, understand Danzo's motivations or, like, can see some sort of something to do, but, like, Danzo is one of the few people in this story that, like, people just hate. He's
just bad in every way. He's just bad.
Evil and self-centered and wants.
And I feel like it's
himself.
even worse than just being, like, evil. Like, he's not just evil in the way that, like, Kakuzu or Hida. I don't remember if we talked about this, like, on camera, or we talked about this outside of, like, there's different types of villains.
Yeah, I think we talked about it on camera, but you can go over it.
How people like Pain were an interesting villain with many layers to them, and they chose to sort of, like, save him or give him a chance for redemption in the end because he was capable of that. Whereas people like Kakuzu and Hidon are not capable of that because they are they aren't motivated by trying to do something. Their motivation, like, Hidon's motivation is literally, it's my belief to kill everyone, so I will just kill them. That, like, you can't, there's no redeeming
There's no, like,
there's no
weird
motivation behind it that can be looked at in a different way, and, because it's just, you just want to kill people.
It's very black and white. I enjoy the act of killing, not for any other reason than, like, you know.
It's not like, oh, I want to kill people because of this, and then you could, like,
it's like, oh, well, you could achieve that without killing people, yeah.
But Danzo is the equivalent of that. Like, he is the like, pure evil, but not because he's actively out there killing people, but because he is just
bitter and
scummy.
power hungry.
Yeah, he is so... Yeah, he wants power so badly that nothing will stop him.
It's like, remember that time that he just walked into Tsunade's office and was like, your grandfather was just as shitty a Hokage as you, and so was that fool Hiruzen. The third Hokage knew nothing, and his successor, the fourth Hokage, died before his time because he's an imbecile. And you're going to follow... I just pray that you don't follow the same path. Walks out. That was his whole thing. He literally walked in the office just to say that. Left. No, like, you better watch your back, bitch. He just comes in to throw shade at you, walks out. That's the entire thing. It's like, that's the kind of guy he is.
Wrapped up in a blanket, like
It gets chilly. I'm in my old age. Not that I'm getting old. I'm in the prime of my life. Don't say I'm old, bitch. Leaves. It's like he's so bitter and spiteful that like he doesn't have any actual power other than the foundation, which is just a shadow of what it formerly was. He's like so bitter about it that in order to like feel like, yeah, I got one over on her, he just walks into her office and another thing. Fuck you, you little princess whore. She slams the door on the way out, like...
it's just... He's just horrible. But he's horrible in the way that he... Like, thus far, he has not really done anything. Like, he's not really taking action. He's just waiting for an opportune time to just sort of... Oh, now I'm the Hokage, just because, you know, like he didn't do really anything. He does things by not doing things in like a weird way, and he has obviously created the foundation, but that completely is a self-serving thing. He wasn't doing that to help the village. Like he says, like, yes, I'm doing this because it's what's best for the village, and it's like it's literally you only think that because you think that you're the best. There's no evidence to back up the
sixth Hokage, Danzo. It's literally Dio. It's literally like, you thought Tsunade was the Hokage, but it was me, Danzo. Like, it's just that over and over again.
Yeah, it's just...
I love how he literally, like, that's what makes it so funny, how he's literally doing what I said. He literally came out of this, like, oh, look at that, the Hokage is down. Looks like I will need to take her place as Danzo. The sixth Hokage is Danzo. And, like, he's just, in every conversation, he's just like...
Yes, the new
Lord
Hokage.
Danzo, you mean Lord Sixth Hokage Danzo. Sure, my lord, Sixth Hokage Danzo. There's a thing like you know, like, he just is forcing it down everyone's throats to the point where they need to kind of accept it. He's just kind of throwing it out there.
And everyone is like so stunned, where it's like even like
everyone's so caught up in surviving, like
holy
all
shit,
of their food, by the way.
Like, holy shit, we almost got completely wiped out. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna... Okay,
nobody died,
about
thank God. Or at least we know.
And also, most people don't really know how, like, sketchy Danzo is because they didn't even know who he was.
He's a shadow guy.
Yeah.
He's not, like, the face of the village or anything. But, like, just... People are so caught up in, like, oh, all of our money is gone. We have thousands of people living in this village. What the fuck are we gonna do for food? Can't go to Ichiraku Ramen anymore. That was just a stall. What about all the other places they got fucking there's nothing left. How are we going to survive tomorrow? We literally we need like 5,000. It's like I picture it's like in Game of Thrones when they're going over like the fucking yes, and what did House Tyrell provide the capital in the last summer for the war effort? 20,000 bushels of wheat, 20,000 heads of sheep, 5,000 heads of cattle. It's just like, that's the kind of shit we're dealing with. It's like, they're in a crisis. Like, nobody's died yet, but people could die. Like, what about people who
just starve to death?
What about all the people in the hospital who, like, were on life support? What about, there's no infrastructure? What about all the people who are bedridden? All the people who, like, there's so much going on, and everyone's so wrapped up in that, and then Danzo's just like, yes, the sixth Hokage is now in your presence. Everyone's like, yeah, sure, dude, whatever you want, I guess. I'm just trying to make sure that my grandparents don't fucking starve to death.
Yeah. Anyway, he's just shitty. But he did declare Sasuke a rogue ninja, which, like Kakashi said, like
totally within
like that's
within the realm
it's
of
actually
possibility.
surprising that he hasn't been thus far, and the only reason he got away with it. But it's like, would Tsunade even let him get away with it at this point after he has been confirmed to have been joined the Akatsuki and kidnapped and like antagonized?
Do you think she would?
Potentially, like if he joined up with the people who just destroyed their village, confirmed to have joined up, and is now kidnapping Jinchuriki, I mean, yeah, like, I don't even think she would, like, let him have a free pass on that. Like, sure, he's just, he's joined with Orochimaru, okay, he killed Orochimaru, okay, well,
it's like, holy shit, well, he's rogue, but, I mean, he's doing a lot of good stuff, weirdly enough.
Well, I mean, weirdly, when he was with Orochimaru, it was like, okay, he was a kid, and he ran off, and, like, if we find Orochimaru, then we'd find him, but we've never been able to find Orochimaru, so... And,
like, Sasuke, thus far, like, up until he attacked...
Which is what I said before of...
He hasn't been, like... He's been just riding that line of being associated with people or, like, being in the wrong crowd, but him doing that has now fully, like, confirmed his like... he'll do whatever. He doesn't care.
Even though Tsunade didn't before, I genuinely don't think that she would have just allowed him to be fine after that, because that is just stupidity. Yeah. Because it's like when he joined Orochimaru, that was like a weird situation of like Orochimaru kind of pressured him into it and like spent years, like spent a long time like tricking him and like leading him down that path.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, he killed Orochimaru, and then everyone's like, okay, maybe he'll join the Leaf Village. No. Okay, what's he gonna do? Okay, he aligned with the people who just completely destroyed our village. Okay, no, he's officially a bad guy.
Also, why the fuck why did they make, like, what did they have on him to make him do that? I can't remember.
Join the Akatsuki?
Like, but, like, his whole thing was, did he go to the Akatsuki and was like, let me fight Itachi, and then they're like, is that it? And then they're like, okay, do this.
It was after he fought Itachi, then Madara was like, I don't even remember how he got, I think Madara just showed up and was like,
do this or I'll kill you? Like, I forget what the deal was there, because now
he passed out, and then they took him back. And while he was unconscious, and then Madara told him the story.
Yes.
And then... I don't know
But what does that have to do with him joining the Akatsuki and kidnapping a tailed beast? I forget that. I forget, like, the connecting tissue between those things.
I don't remember. Because, like, maybe
yes,
they said,
Madara has his own thing about the
we'll
Uchiha and all that shit, and, like, informing him about Itachi and all that stuff. That's one thing. But, like, getting him to invade another land, steal their nuclear weapon and one of their most beloved masters, kidnap them, and like, to help the Akatsuki in their rituals and shit like that, and then he just left after, like, I forget, maybe I'm just dumb.
I think we're just forgetting something.
But it's just kind of like...
But then I love how they're still wearing the Akatsuki robes they just, like, took off
the clouds. It's like they're stickers, or like little Velcro patches.
They're probably like,
embroidery.
Yeah,
that's what I
or like a piece of fabric, like applique on there, I think.
Doubt it. Like, that would be really dumb. Like, they're so stylish to have such a low quality shit tier uniforms like that, where the cloud is like Velcroed on.
No, not Velcro, like sewn on. Like, it's like
a patch.
Yeah, like a patch.
Maybe. I always thought it was like a part of the design, not necessarily.
But like, how would you get, like, that would be really difficult to make.
I don't know.
Back with whatever, I don't know.
Dyes. You could dye it,
I guess.
Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction.
Wait, we're not done.
Go ahead, yeah. That was a joke.
We also had more about... we have the two... What are their names again? I keep forgetting.
The girl is Karui, and then the guy is Omoi. And then the blonde lady with the giant titties is Samui.
Okay.
They all kind of have names like that.
Okay,
Except for the Raikage, whose name is A, and then the his brother is Killer B.
Okay. So, they seem pretty cool. I like them. They're, like, funny.
They're so well voice acted.
Yeah, they're really funny without being, like, too over the top and annoying.
Yeah.
And, like, them together works really well. Like, he's just like, I love, it's just like, what if there's a pretty girl in the Leaf Village? What if there's a bunch of, what if they like all want, like, what, it just like, gets on like,
fall in love
gets on like one thought and then just like keeps going and going and going
to its
and going.
furthest possible horrible conclusion.
Yeah. What if there's all these girls? Well, what if they like me? What if
you
I
throw
like
that
them?
rock and then it hits a bigger rock and then that causes a landslide and it destroys the Leaf Village?
And then they pick up that rock in the background.
Hey, Karui, isn't this the rock that you idiot? Psh, yeah. Karui specifically is so well voice acted.
She seems really, I really like her. I really like both of them already.
I think their performance like really endears you to the character, because if they just like were annoying anime like knockoff voice actors, like yeah, it's just they really did a great performance for them, and it like immediately endears you to them.
Yeah, they're really cool. And Naruto was thinking of teaming up with them, which this, again, I'm so happy. I mean, I was a little bit worried when Naruto was just like, no, Sasuke would never do something like that. Like, they were getting on that, and I was like, I hope Naruto, now that he's matured a little bit and has some more things has just been through some more things, that he can understand other people's perspectives a little bit more, even when Sasuke's involved. And that seems to be the case. He's still kind of diverting them from Sasuke. However, since he knows what it's like to have your master snatched away from you, specifically by the Akatsuki.
And he's a Jinchuriki.
And he is a Jinchuriki. Like, all of that, he's like, okay, I'll go with you, but the priority is rescuing your master, not hunting down Sasuke.
Yeah, he knows the best way to handle this is head on, not just like, don't you dare go after Sasuke, or like, you know.
It's just, I'm just glad to see that he's like
learning
able
from his
to,
experience.
he's able to get past Sasuke, not forget Sasuke, but not let it blind him to everything else.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he could have easily just said, well, I'm not believing Sasuke did that at all. So I'm just going to ignore everything else that you say because Sasuke.
And his decision to, like, go with these people he's never met, who, like, clearly he can identify with what's going on with them. It shows, like, a very clear, like, he's thinking, like, at least to me, I get the feeling that he's clearly thinking, like, he's still ruminating on what happened with Pain and like, the conversation with Nagato and all this stuff, and he sees, like, this, like, cycle beginning to form, and he's just like, okay, I see where this is going. The only way for this to be, like, the best possible thing that I could do is to completely devote myself to their situation, because, and like, just go with it. Even though there's other things I could be doing, this is the way to go, because I can tell that destiny is, like, forcing.
Yeah, it's this situation because it's like, it's Sasuke, but Naruto has to look at it from the new perspective of, okay, ignore the fact that it's Sasuke, but even if it wasn't Sasuke, going after him isn't the move to do in this situation. And instead, we need to not just fall into the revenge, go after whoever did the thing and kill them. Instead, we need to try and, while we can, stop it from or like
another Gaara retrieval
do something else, yeah. But, like, also what they don't know is that Killer Bee never got caught anyway. But also, Madara just showed up out of nowhere. Sasuke tries to fight Madara like an absolute moron. Sasuke is just, like...
He's getting a little big for his britches.
Yeah, he's clearly not as powerful as he thinks he is.
He's far more powerful than he was when he fought Itachi.
Okay, but here's the thing.
He
couldn't even capture Killer Bee. He got outsmarted by that. And he's trying to fight Madara, who's, like, this legendary guy who's, like... Madara is the most powerful person. We've barely seen, like, the surface level of his power, but we already can tell.
He fought Kakashi, Yamato, Team 7, and Team 9.
But he wasn't even really fighting them. Like, he wasn't even, like, if he had wanted to just kill all of them, he would have just killed them all. Like, he was just messing with them. And he can literally teleport.
He can move faster than Zetsu. Zetsu is in the network of, like, the roots and the trees and shit.
He is the most powerful person by a lot.
Yeah.
It's not just he's slightly powerful. It's not like...
He was the leader of the Akatsuki, above Pain. And we saw how that turned out.
So, and it's like Naruto, I don't even think, like, you know, like, Madara is not someone that you just mess with. So Sasuke thinking he can just
I
Chidori
guess
his
we'll
way
push
through that.
Ah! And like normal Chidori, not Chidori stream, not like, you know.
And yeah. But it's just, yeah. It's just a rough
Dumb.
situation for Sasuke because he's just kind of getting fucked with.
He's going further and further. It's like the OP as well, where he's like sinking further and further deeper down. You notice in the OP as well, as he sinks beneath, his like eyes are closed. And then I love the water animation, how it like fills in like in here
really
and then
nice.
goes like to the tip of his nose. And then as soon as his entire face is covered, then his eyes open and it's the Mangekyo Sharingan. I thought that was a cool detail. But it's again, it's like very symbolic. And very true of what's going on with Sasuke is he's sinking deeper and deeper down, and he's going further and further down the path that he was set on, like in part 1.
But yeah, now even the Leaf Village is destroyed, and then Madara, and it seems like Madara is pretty happy about this 5 Kage summit, which worries me. I don't like it. It's like everything. He's just like everything is just working out exactly how he wants because he's just so like involved yet not involved. Like he's almost like Danzo in the way that he's like in everything, but he's not actively doing anything. It's like, oh, I'll just talk to Sasuke a little bit. I don't need to do it. I don't need to kill Itachi. I don't need to be a part of that. I'll just sit back. At the time is right, I'll just throw in a couple comments, some true things, some lies. Send him on his way. See what he does. You know, like it's just, he's just very, and he's so powerful that he doesn't even have to worry about it. He's not worried about, you know, someone coming and trying to attack him. Like, no one can hit him. They just go straight through him, you know, like he's just a scary villain because it seems like everything that has happened has been exactly what he's wanted to happen. He's like, oh no, Sasuke, the Leaf Village already got destroyed. What are you gonna do now? Like, just, like, it's not, you know, it's just, and he's like, oh, there's the 5 Kage summit, and he's like thinking like that's like a really good thing. Yeah.
Well, we're going to see what happens next time. Hope you guys liked the discussion. Hope you guys liked the reaction. We're moving right along. These episodes are still, like, last arc and, like, the whole shit. That's, like, what people call peak Naruto. But, like, still, as we go on, it's, like, especially this episode. Like, a lot happened.
Really,
for, like, the first episode in this next bit of the arc, it's such a great, like, okay, now this has happened. And, oh, a little bit of time passed. Now this whole thing with Danzo already happened. You know, like, there's enough time passed to where we can get caught up and, like, see the ramifications of everything. And I'm ready to see. I hope you're ready to see what happens next. Hope you guys leave a like and subscribe. Stay tuned for next episode. If you just can't wait to see it and you're watching on YouTube, you can go to Patreon, linked in the description, and see it. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. Alrighty, so I'm going to start using a different filler list from now on because this episode was listed as mostly canon in another filler list. And I remember there's a scene here that we're going to watch. Or like a couple scenes maybe. I don't know when we're going to stop it, but there's an important bit here that explains kind of where we're at after the filler arc. But in the top filler list on Google, it says it's just like either canon or filler. But if you look at more detailed ones, they say that this one's either mostly canon or mostly filler. There's some canon in here, and there's some other episodes with like sprinklings of other things. Yeah. But like, I think this is the more important one. So we're just gonna watch the start of this, and then we'll see. Okay, let's go.
Those of us from the Land of Fire shall provide full support in your rebuilding efforts. First, we'll put together a budget. Then we'll ease tensions between the
More importantly, there is a more pressing matter at hand.
Who's going to be the Hokage? Yeah.
Hokage.
Here it comes. Would it not be possible for us to simply bide our time until Tsunade recovers?
Respectfully, my lord. That's impractical. Tsunade remains in a comatose state. We are unable to steer the village forward as it currently stands. Besides, she is the one who allowed the Leaf Village to be destroyed.
I'd really hoped that Jiraiya would follow us as the next Hokage. I liked him very much, and it saddens me that he's no longer among us. So, who else is up for consideration then?
In that case, I nominate
Kakashi Hatake. the son of the White Fang. Yes. Why not? Sounds good to me. And what do the rest of you think about that?
He's renowned, powerful, and virtuous. He do well.
But perhaps he's just a bit too young for such a position.
I believe that Minato, the fourth Hokage, was even younger when he took the office.
I can't quite remember. Who was Kakashi Hatake's master?
The fourth Hokage.
Oh, is that so? If I'm not mistaken, Jiraiya was the fourth Hokage's master.
Oh yes, a monarchy. That's what I prefer.
It would seem that the matter practically settles itself. All right then.
But the third Hokage's teaching led to the village being virtually annihilated.
You mean you killing a frog led to the village being annihilated?
He was a former student of Jiraiya's as well. This is what happens when one sympathizes with foreigners and teaches them ninjas. They were too naive. Every single one of that naivete continued for generations. It allowed our ally, the Sand, to betray Orochimaru on a campaign to destroy the League. And now Sasuke, the last surviving Uchiha, has become a rogue ninja and is working under what sort of Hokage do we need now? Someone able to clean up this entire mess. Someone who can reform the shinobi world and who will enforce all our shinobi laws. The answer is simple. That Hokage should be me.
My lord, why don't we allow Danzo to handle this situation for now?
An aggressive and one-sided way of doing things is not how we of the League.
Yes, I've decided. Danzo, I hereby name you the sixth Hokage.
Very important bit of
Yeah, I wish that we had that
Context.
before.
Everyone in the village, and she's been unconscious ever since. We don't know when she'll regain consciousness, if at all.
Granny.
What'd you think of that scene real quick, since we had a
I
full
really
discussion?
wish that we had seen that
I'm
before.
so sorry. I'm definitely going to not use that same filler list
Because
again.
they said in the, I just thought the episode was kind of weird because we never saw, like, Tsunade, we just got, like, told, like, we still didn't see her in this one, but we, like, saw the situation.
Yeah.
And, Danzo, like, we got told that, like, the lords had said Danzo, but I didn't realize that, like, they had actually gone there and had, I thought...
There had been a, like,
I thought that it had just
meeting,
been like,
yeah.
oh, maybe they heard word that, like, okay, Danzo can, you know, do whatever he wants.
It's a very critical scene, and I was, the whole time we were watching, I'm just like, it does seem kind of weird that they're just saying Danzo's sixth Hokage and not, because I remembered that, like, scene where they're talking there, and I'm just like, yeah, something weird with that one.
Yeah,
So
it was weird that he just, like, did it with no
Yeah.
after,
but now we know.
Yeah.
So that's how it happens. Is it's usually more formal than that. But yeah.
I mean, it seems like the feudal lord is just kind of doesn't give a shit. Literally
Not very concerned.
doesn't care at all. It's like, okay. Like,
Yeah,
he's
all
like,
the power's in
like,
his hands.
Kakashi, he's like, yes, Kakashi. Danzo's like, how about me? He's like, oh, sure.
Yeah. Whatever. Is it lunchtime? That type of shit. So what we're gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna go through go down the filler list, and I'm just gonna make sure, and then we'll get back. If there's some stuff that I think that we should watch,
Yeah.
I'll like line them up, and then we can watch them, and then we'll talk about those, and we'll probably include it in the other episode. Okay, and here's a scene from the next filler episode. Let's go. It's like the first 2 minutes once again, and then the rest of it's filler or like a flashback recap type thing.
There's nothing left of what was built by the previous generations of Hokage. Everything's gone. Who could have imagined that this would happen?
Yeah, except the Hokage's legacy isn't just the village.
That's right. Yamato. All of us are still here. What's that? Row house is jutsu.
Fuck yeah.
This is exactly, oh my god.
This race, the village will be rebuilt in no time at all.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Easy for you to say.
Troy Baker destroys the village, and then Troy Baker rebuilds the village.
Granny Tsunade's still in a coma, Sakura? I mean, she's really strong. She's the Hokage. You'll see. What am I consoling him for? I'm the one who needs cheering up.
Super long time no see, Naruto. Sakura.
It's so great to see our hero again.
That's nice.
Naruto.
I'm not sure if this is canon, but it's pretty cool. It's canon in my eyes. Whoa.
Inari, boy, you sure have grown up. And you're even older, old man.
Shit.
I'm working as a carpenter now. I accepted the Hidden Leaf's commission, and here we are to help rebuild. I figured that we'd at least say hello to you guys while we're here.
3 years or longer?
I don't know.
That kid's all grown up.
That's it. Just a really wholesome scene.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if they canonically come back, but it makes perfect sense that they would, considering they're like master bridge builder and, you know.
Yeah. I'm sure if he can build a bridge, he can also build a house.
A building. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move on. Moving right along. All right, so this is the next episode, 181. So this is just more of that interaction, but I think there's some of the start and then some of the end. I don't know what is like legit, and there's like most of it's filler, but I'm just gonna do the start and then we'll move on. And then the end.
You think I'm super great? I can't tell if you're kidding or not, old man Tazuna.
No, I'm not joking at all, Naruto. I really think you've grown up to be a super young man.
Oh, go on. Do you really think?
Go on.
Absolutely. But I really do mean what I said, Naruto.
And I'll go along with that 100%. In our land, you're a hero now.
You hear that, Sakura? Big hero.
I'm a big hero.
You know, it wasn't so long ago that you were always getting involved in all sorts of nonsense. It was fun, though. Our Squad 7.
Sure was.
Okay. Here we go.
Back then, I was such a naive little kid. Sasuke.
Hey, you're already...
Total non sequitur.
Good to see you, Kakashi. We heard the Hidden Leaf was in trouble, so we came as soon as we could. We're glad to have you. Hey. Huh? What is it? I was just wondering where Sasuke is. I'd like to talk to him as well. Oh. Well, Sasuke is,
Sasuke, he just isn't around right now. We kind of had a fight and he left the village for a little while. But don't worry, I'm gonna go bring him back here soon. You can say hello to him when we get back. Sasuke would be really glad to see you guys. All right, Sakura?
Yeah.
what?
I'm sure he totally remembers you.
A love triangle or something?
What? No way, old man Tazuna.
What the heck do you know about Ring? Because
Now I understand how Sasuke feels.
Now?
What vengeance is all about, and pain as well.
This is canon.
Do you finally comprehend pain? Unless you come to know the same pain, you cannot truly comprehend someone else.
I thought I knew how Sasuke felt, what he was going through. But really, I didn't understand a thing. No matter what I could have said to him in the final valley, it wouldn't have reached him. He wasn't gonna listen. Without understanding Sasuke's pain, there's no way we could ever laugh together. And no way that we could even argue with each other again. It'll probably hurt like hell, but next time I want to have a serious fight with him. Squad 7, including Sasuke, can all laugh together like we used to back then.
Seems like a pretty critical realization on his part to be buried in a filler arc. Okay, ending time. I love this one. It's so good. He just puts up a poster of like, come train, be there, be square. I love that they're actually wearing like workout clothes too.
Cool. Like really trendy.
Yeah. Even though this was like from more than 10 years ago. Or 10 years ago. The moment you've all been waiting for. They really kicked up the animation.
I really love the colors. It's really cool. Nice.
So that concludes the filler saga. There were a couple really important things there that I'm so glad I thought to check a different filler list. Sorry about that, people. But, yeah. I guess we'll see you in the next one. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.